Hello, this is Scott Cordell, and in this video we're going to talk about how to use Microsoft Word, and specifically the references section within Microsoft Word, to format a document in APA to get the document completely together and to actually, the main thing, get the references done correctly. So let's get started. You'll notice on my screen I have a document that I started in a last video, and I'll put the link of the video up here on the screen for you in just a moment. What we're doing in this previous video is we went to the library website at Sullivan University for APA7, talked a lot about this, but we went to the sample paper section and downloaded this template. What you see on this screen is the template edited for the paper I want to do. Has a page number at the top, remember no running head in APA7. The new title, all of the information edited for me. Page number continues throughout. Title, here's where the body will go, and then on the last page, the references. So normally you would at this point start doing some research and start writing. Now to make this a little bit shorter for you, there's my paper. I've just pasted some stuff in there from another document. And what I need to do is actually include citations in here and do it in a way that makes this the easiest possible way for me to do this. So what I'm going to do is, let's say this statement here about simple purpose devices also being general purpose, I want to put a citation here from a book that I used. Now what I would have to do normally is come in here and type the author's name, sorry, Englander, and the year that the book was published. I believe it's 2014 here. And if it was a direct quote, of course, I'd have to put a page number. Then I would have to go down here to the references type and actually figure out how to put in this entire reference. So what I'm going to show you how to do is to put in the reference one time in a form and let Word manage some of this stuff for you. So what we're going to do is go to this References tab. In the References tab, I'm going to Manage Sources, and I'm going to, the first time, have to click New Source. In this form, I am using a book. Notice all the other types of things you can use as well. Since I'm using book, it gives me the form that is needed for a book. And it gives me almost everything I need. And I say almost because, yes, these are all required, but this book is a 5th edition, and there's nowhere here to put a 5th edition. So I'm going to click here for Show All Bibliography Fields. Everything that was originally on the other form has a red asterisk saying that it's a recommended field. And then down here, I actually have a place for edition now. And they actually tell me at the bottom, here's what it should look like. So I'm just going to fill in this one time. On the cover of the book, it's telling me at the bottom that they prefer I put in the last name, a comma, first name, middle initial, and then if there are more authors, put in a semicolon, and then last, comma, first, and just keep going. This author is Irv Englander, and yes, his name is Irv, and that's it. There is no other author. The title, is a nice long title. Remember that titles for articles, books, journals, web pages, and everything in APA, even APA7, the first letter is uppercase, the rest of it is not. The only time you change is whenever you have a colon, then the next letter is uppercase there as well, or if you have a proper name. Again, the year here is 2014, and all this is on the page at the very beginning of the book that actually has everything you need on it. The city for this one is, I believe, Boston. Hang on a second. And that's Massachusetts. I don't need all of these, but I'm sorry, I forgot you got to spell this out if you're going to use it. Now watch, I'm going to go ahead and put this in even though we do not need this right now. Publisher is John Wiley and Sons. And then, again, there's no editor, no volumes, none of that. But I do have the edition, and notice down here, You would think since this is a formal thing, I want you to spell it, but nope, it is fifth like that. I'm going to hit OK, and notice that put it in my current list to be used in this document, but there is no marking before it. Once I use it, it's going to have a check mark there. I'm going to go ahead for now, put another book over here that I entered earlier, and these are the two books I'll use for this one paper. At this point, I can close this. Nothing happens here, but now, again, I want to put in my citation right here before that period. I can hit Insert, and there are the two books that I wanted to use. This one's the one I want to use right now, so I'll enter that. Notice it does this for me. While I'm at it, let me just scroll down to, right about here, and I'll do the other book. Put Mr. Snyder's book in here in 2017, and for now that's enough. I don't want to do any other citations or quotes or anything. Into the document there, and on my reference pages, ready to go. Nothing here yet. So on references, I'm going to go to the very next line. One thing I would recommend you do is make sure your margins are set back at 0 here. A lot of times you'll see they'll be set over here to 1/2 inch, but remember bibliographies are left aligned, so they should start here. There is a button here for bibliography, but I don't want to do just that. Also, real quick, make sure that you start at some point, do APA. This says 6th because Word has not yet updated, but the 7th edition will be out for Word pretty soon. This one still works for what we're doing right now. So I'm just going to click that it's APA. To actually put in my entire bibliography without having to type every bit of it, I want to click the arrow next to it. And instead of using all the built-ins, I'm going to come to just Insert. And there it is. Notice they're still double spaced. They have a hanging indent, so if the entire citation is more than one line, every other line except the first will be indented. This one, the one for Snyder, was only one, so it only took up one. And everything is in alphabetical order. And that's it. You'll continue your paper by going on and doing other research, finding places where you need to do references. You can add them in through Managed Sources, hit New, and let's say we do a journal article next. Notice the titles change a little bit as far as on the form, and you can always do all the bibliographical stuff. So that's it. In this video, we talked about how to use the references sections in Microsoft Word to help you do citation management just a little bit easier. I hope the video was useful for you, and thank you for watching.